Good evening, people. What's going on? To everyone who just got here, popping in, thank you for being here. Nothing real special tonight. Just wanted to chit chat about this or that. Eventful week, has it not? Hey, everyone. So you saw, not that the whole show is going to be about this, but you saw what Vanessa did with the why she needed that permit. She showed the receipt the other day, remember? And it was to put those signs up on her property. Some would say that that's free publicity for Ophelia. But some people just don't know marketing, the real proper way, how you do marketing or counter marketing. It's a thing. Putting someone's name out there is not to do it, but just she's a marketing genius, so Hey everyone, welcome. So I got into this discussion. And I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys too, present company included, so people say, talking about our little friend, does she know what she's doing? She's stupid. She's so dumb. She's stupid. She's an idiot. But you got to remember something. There's something is an imbalance. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. This is too bright. That's what's wrong too. It's better. Look at that. How you doing, Julio Reyes? And when there's a mental illness or something, there's a short circuit. And I think when there's a short circuit, you got to give them a pass from calling them dumb or stupid, because they sincerely don't know. What was that saying? Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's what it is. So, JJ, oh, really? Yeah. JJ says, hey, I'm starting to see what is unfolding in the RGV. There must be no crime in the RGV. VT and Jaime was talking about reporting Bam to his employer for speaking his mind. I think Digital Dimwit he wrote up something a little earlier today. Let's check. Maybe I should look for it. And Victor, I'm not stealing your content. I just want to maybe piggyback on it. And I touched on it the other night. I'm like, I think she likes being seen as a victim. I really do. I think she gets off on it. And all of this, you can still go back and say, well, you know what? Something's not right. And if mentally something is not right, you're not really supposed to, insult or pick on them or whatever she thinks everybody's doing. Yet she's smart enough to put her life out there 24/7 practically. I don't know. It's a tough thing. But Panda, you're right. And when she does that too, that's what she was trying to do the other day to Ophelia. When she was out there walking at the polling place Monday morning, she was provoking. She was. So she's not totally gone out there. She knows what she's doing. Yes, there has to be a line that's supposed to be crossed legally, but Raymondville PD is allowing that hate to spread. I don't know if they're allowing the hate. They're just allowing the free speech, and they're hoping it doesn't cross that line. But it's been crossed already. And by that, I mean vandalism. What do you think Roy's saying about all this? I think Roy is trying to distance himself. Hey, Wildflower. Roy's trying to distance himself. That's what he's doing. He did put out a video. He said, my people, oh, they're my people because they're wearing my T-shirts and they're at my tent. And let me change up the tunes here. And he was not having it. He really wasn't. And he put out a little video, a little statement, basically saying, she ain't with us, about Vanessa. And I'm sure Vanessa saw it, called him up, gave him an earful, and then he took that video down. How much you want to bet that's what happened? Because why would he not leave the video up? Anyway, that's happening in Brownsville too, where someone is trying to help a candidate, but they're really causing more harm than they are causing good. I think Brownsville Corrupt knows what I'm talking about. No more Cheeskies live. Those signs they put up are illegal. No disclosures on any of them. So even though they're not for a candidate, are they still supposed to put something up on there, even if it's not by the candidate? Then they should be fined per sign for every day that it doesn't come down. That's typically what the penalty is. It'd be interesting if the Board of Elections were to find out what's going on. Well, Roy playing on a loudspeaker, his truck VT's barking sounds at, yeah. Roy's not a fan of what's happening. Seems like a nice enough guy, but there's too much of a connection there. I don't think he's got a chance. I don't think people know there's a connection. There was a connection. Ophelia's running for a public servant. VT is not the only one punching down. There's Ophelia and the police trying to suppress her speech. Are they, though? I don't think they are. She's very, very vocal in what she says. I don't think they're suppressing her at all. They purposely spelled but, gotcha. I think Roy has his part in it. Maybe he thought it was a good idea. I think he thought, yeah, maybe, Vanessa, with her thousands of people that are following her, and it could attract some votes. But after what happened Monday morning, Would you vote for a candidate that had someone like that be a self-proclaimed spokesperson? Would you? I wouldn't. Lois, Roy is Roy Marroquin. He's running for mayor of Raymond, Texas. He is and Vanessa's ex-boyfriend. They have a history. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, he was very good to her. But she's got issues. Which parts Bronco corrupts? I'm not monetizing is not part of that. I don't think anyway. I don't know. Maybe he or she is. I think I'm not monetizing is here with the rest of us. I think so. Let's see. Must be scared of the West Texas wouldn't put up with this thing. Marie, Roy showing weakness by posting, removing, then reposting yesterday, and now again removing that post. What kind of mayor material is that, especially after he's bashed all of Raymondville, especially the Christian community while he was with us? Got a point. During your amendments, folks, we have civil rights. Okay, what are you referring to exactly, BC? Brownsville Corrupt, I want to call you BC, all right? They could only be put up on private properties. That's why she put them on her property. Exactly, both for Roy's. Yep, I think so. I think she would have heavy influence. I think she would be in his business all the time because that would benefit her. Not that he would allow it, but there's history there. There's history. Then you can't not look at that. It's all facts. Yeah, I gotta lean that way. By law, take it to a judge. Hey man, the stuff VT is doing wouldn't fly in Chicago, right? It would not be met with silence, you know? It really wouldn't. Northeast Texas either. I think it's a huge small town mess. Yeah, that's one way to put it. If they want them to be classified as political signs and not harassment signs, they must contain the disclosures of who paid for them and the roadway. Yeah, okay. They can be fined up to $4,000 a sign. That's 7 signs. 28 grand. Hefty. You think they can raise that by donate $2 a day or something like that? I don't know. Are they illegal? Why did the city approve the permit? The city only approves a permit to put signs up, but you have to make sure you're following the rules, putting the signs up. It's not the city's job. They can tell you what to put, and they might have given her other paperwork that said, if you're going to put political signs, these are the rules. I don't know how Raymondville works, but if they did, it's not their job to, they don't have to say, well, show me the signs first, and then we'll approve it. It doesn't work that way. It's like, okay, you can put them up. You got to follow these rules. And then if you don't, well, then you're going to pay a fine or you'll be penalized or whatever. If he had a chance at the beginning, he lost it all because of stupidity. You're probably right. Police backed off immediately when she mentioned the First Amendment. They did, but they should have looked at creating a public nuisance and, intimidating and harassing and provoking. She did all that stuff. Disturbing the peace. That's how they can actually get her to go away or make her go away or take her away from there, is by is she disturbing the peace. Now she gets to wake up and see Ophelia every day when she leaves her property and returns. I know, right? It's a way. It's kind of. It's like, what were you thinking? You know, you could have done something else or something, but I think Roy's acting a victim now. He knows exactly how this all started. He played a big part in the hate. He enabled Vanessa and aided in the growth of the hate. Now suddenly during election, he says he's not about hate. Well, I don't know if he's about hate or not, but I think he's made a strategic mistake. You have the right to photograph in a public forum. She has the right to photograph in a public forum and disseminate that information to the public. Yeah, no argument there. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about her disturbing the peace. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. Nothing less than that. Kind of like trying to pick a fight, intimidating. That's what she could be doing. Could be labeled as that. Nuisance on the streets of Raymondville. That's where I sit. How can you not see the harassment she's doing? Yeah, I know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Roy's Vanessa's doormat. Some people feel that way, yes. Very true. No, the whole thing it's a circus. If you just like what she's saying, oh well. But also corrupt. Are you getting my point? Do you get it? I know I'm a little behind on these comments, but you can say whatever she wants to say. She can say whatever she wants to say. Can Roy get an emergency cease and desist order? Yeah, he can. But whatever situation he's got with Vanessa, whether they're close or not, or what kind of friendship they have, or something, that would ruin it. And I think he's afraid of her. So I don't think he would do that. Definition of they have a history. I remember when my taco stand was shown live. Roy liked it at one time. Sas Coolerita. Hi, Chrissy. Now, her being able to walk in a public street, she can do that too. She can walk. She can say what she wants. She doesn't really have a right to disturb the peace and intimidate. She's provoking with the intent of starting something. You know she is, man. You know she is. You know she is. Oh, she would have her hand in that pot. That's for damn sure. The disclosures apply to any sign seen from a road, even private property. I can provide the codes. And that's a county road, right? Yeah, that's a county road. So that's not like just a regular little side street. Yo, what up, Rich? Record, screen, use sound language, etc. Yeah, you can do all that. But at some point, it's going to be considered disturbing the peace. That's the line. And then if the PD wanted to, it's up to them to decide whether or not they want to act on that. They don't have to. They can just let it go. Like they've been letting go a lot of things. Right, Debbie, and Roy's too lonely in 2 weeks to say no to Vanessa. I don't know. I don't know the dude. Roy would allow BT to pull his strings. He wouldn't know how to tell her no. You're probably right. It wouldn't fly anywhere. No, yeah, normally it wouldn't. If Roy won, BD will even will even have a huge head bigger than her mom. Oh my goodness! If he wins, I mean, if he wins, good for him. But you got to know her hand is going to be in that cookie jar. So she's a street walk. You mean a political street walk? You can walk and speak your mind, no issue there. So yelling profanities and attempting to incite a reaction. Yep. Provocation. The city ordinance cannot dictate state or federal law, but they can decide to keep the peace. That's the thing. And there's history here between them all. There's history. So it's not like this is just a one-shot deal, two strangers, somebody yelling and protesting. There's history there. There's been violence. There's been there's been vandalism. It's been taken to the next level already. So this isn't just a one-shot deal. There's something. There's stuff brewing already. That's why they have to watch it. Hey, Scarlett. That's where it becomes disorderly conduct or disturbing the peace. Exactly right. The female marital candidate will get less than 200 votes. What a joke. I don't get. I know, Deborah. I think they let things go by too much. It's gotten out of control. Yeah, but I think even cursing out in public that's free speech and that's allowed. For me, it's more of when she's trying to get a reaction from certain people. JJ, you are just a middleman and give updates from both sides. But for some reason, you get thrown under the bus as well. In my opinion, you're not one-sided. You're neutral. I appreciate that. I try to be. I mean, everybody's. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying to look at both sides. I'm not choosing a side. I'll try to say the good and the bad from all sides. I know Vanessa's there's not a lot of good things to say there, but believe it or not, Bam and I have sided with her on a few things. And, if this happens or if that happens, I'll stand next to Vanessa and say, yeah, this is wrong. So I try to be as even as possible. I know it may not seem like it. I know she says I'm a hater, and I'm not. And she can say whatever she wants, or try to throw me under the bus, or think she's insulting me. I don't care. It gets her off. I think. Just shut up. Panther, you're absolutely correct. That's not the definition of a public nuisance or disturbing the peace. Then what's disturbing the peace? So trying to incite a reaction and trying to provoke somebody that's not disturbing the peace. So it's not disturbing the peace until they actually disturb the peace and cause a physical altercation. If one person feels intimidated or has fear for their safety, that's not something. I don't think Ophelia would ever say she fears her, so that's why it wouldn't come up unless she really fears for her safety. Still, I think the Ravenville PD is letting it go. Texas law. Uh-oh. Less than 100 votes. Huh? Courtney Ray Jones. We live in rural Alabama. That wouldn't stand. Her First Amendment wouldn't mean shit there. They would laugh. I can see that happen. Ophelia's were legit, but hers were to vote for PT. Put them up with her on posters around her property, but they went and took down Ophelia's. Yeah, right. It's not cool to take other people's political signs down or defame them. That's not cool. Creating a monster. Yes. I hope Roy loses, but Ophelia can't be mayor either. Yeah. I got the video from earlier today. She did a live, and I don't know, it's like 30 minutes. I thought about showing it, but I really didn't want this to become to become a discussion about that situation, but just go with it for now. Hello, Indian Warrior. VT video torture. Good one. Good one. Inciting your reaction from failure. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. That's what she's trying to do. That's what she's trying to do. Oh shoot, I forgot to send an invite. Somebody wanted to join. Special guest. Let's see if they're going to join still. Okay. See, you're always going to get one of these. Let's see. Biased, really? You think so? Then you don't know me very well. And that's okay. You can have your opinion. I ain't promoting either one, any of them. I'm not talking about the election. I'm talking about all the other pages. I haven't. And that's why I became a victim of their hate, because I wouldn't side with one or the other. Everybody wants everybody to agree with them or to take their side or say that you support them or promote them or whatever. And the thing that I've said before, just because I acknowledge someone doesn't mean I support them. So and so is there, so and so is there, and so is there on that page. All those pages. I can talk about them. We can discuss about them. But I'm not showing support to anybody. Not doing it. If support is implied, well, that's none of my business. That's how you guys comprehend. I can't help you with that. But for anybody who's been following me for any amount of time, you can ask them right now. They'll tell you, I don't pick sides. If something is wrong, I'll say it's wrong. And that's not picking sides. That's just talking about what's right. So, yeah, biased. Rachel Chavez, no, because she called you out on one of her peacocks. Has a thing for you. I am not a peacock, first of all. Never have been, never will. Nothing personal, just not my thing. Simple. And her, Ileana, is actually not a peacock. So there. She got her own mind also. She's got her own mind. I don't control that mind. But again, just because you acknowledge a page or a group or a show, it doesn't mean I support. There's a lot of things from all the other pages that I don't agree with and where things are going. I saw Digital Dimwit up in here somewhere, right? I want to see what your comment is, Digital. You need a new Jerry Springer, jump in the ring. No. It's more like a Barnum and Bailey circus. Vic, I'm looking for your comment. I know I saw your name up here somewhere. Hey, Denise, I just saw you. Hi there. A lot of it falls on officers' discretion. From what I've seen in Raymondville, they're okay with anything to prevent paperwork. You may be right. The problem is, her road is on a highway. When it comes to the signs, yeah. Yeah. AKA Hidalgo, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I'm just giving through some of these, catch up on the comments. Steph, I've been following you for almost a year. I silently viewed people I had no idea about to know who's the bad seed and who's not. Yeah, and I've tried very hard, and I don't think I have. I've never said it, right? I've never said it. Don't watch that page, or don't watch that page, or so and so is a hate page, or so and so is another hate page. I ain't gonna call nobody's a hate page. I mean, are they hate pages? Are there hate pages out there? Probably. Somebody asking me how is Mr. Castro doing on his election. I actually think he's doing pretty good. I actually think he's doing pretty good. I hope this time is his chance. Let people decide who should be mayor, not the hatred and volatile behavior from BT. I appreciate common sense dialogue. We can agree to disagree. That's the way it should be. Agree to disagree. Don't be way nasty to each other like that. Manny only speaks his opinion. If people are offended, that's their problem, not his. Maybe they should behave like out of control, like wild animal. I've got a right to my opinion. I can express it. I chose to be online and be a public figure, so to speak. And yeah, say myself. I like to watch. I like to do reaction videos, which is what I do when I stream her. Reacting to it, critique, commentary. That's all it is. And the people who are the subject of that matter, you got to remember, you chose to go public, so it's just there. I was talking about disturbing the peace topic and public arguments that went on. Yep, I got you, man. Hey, Bonnie. I try. I really try. I really, really, really try. There are three things not protected by the First Amendment: obscenity, fraud, and child pornography. Well, there you go. Obscenity. Is cursing considered obscenities? I would say so. The way she was yelling and talking and how she was speaking, that would be considered obscene. You saw the video, right? On that first day, that Monday she was out there, that was pretty obscene. Again, it's at the police department's discretion. When you've never said anything like that, right? I've never said anything like that, like don't watch so and so or don't watch so and so or never. Everybody's free to watch and listen to whoever they want to watch or listen to. And even the people that don't like you or me or whoever, they go and they watch anyway and they listen. They're called the silent viewers. But then they have to come at you here and there to go, oh, I don't follow you. He's boring. I don't watch him. He's boring. But guess what? There they are watching silently like this. So, but sometimes some of those people, and these are good people normally, if they tell somebody they're watching so and so, then they go, "Oh, why are you watching him? Oh, then you must agree with him," and then and they're banished. That happens too. That happens. Oh God, what has to be sexual in nature? Oh, well, child pornography is sexual in nature. Donald Trump, a person commits disorderly conduct by intentionally and knowingly using profane or vulgar language in a public place. That is CCP 42.01. TCP, I know that means chapter or Cameron, something like that. That's so many people are so heavily involved emotionally in that election. The majority you don't even live in that town. I don't, and it's funny. Yeah, you mentioned that because I invited all of them to be a guest on my program and let them say their platform. And even though I'm not from there, but I figured I'd give them some airtime and figure I'd hear them out. And nobody responded at all. At all. Right, I'm out. Good night, Pastor Borracho. I just believe the true feelings of everyone will never be known. People are afraid of getting trashed for an opinion. You're afraid of, and it's true. Thank you, Pastor. It's true. Sometimes you say something against. You just state your opinion about something you believe is wrong, and they'll come and start bashing you and making shit up and talking crap about you and stuff. And it's true. Even though you're just trying to mind your own business, you say, hey, you know what? I don't agree with this because. The next thing you know, they're talking about you and all this and making jokes or whatever. It's silly, childish. Have a good night, Pastor. First starting Real Politics when Vanessa was on. Class act. Oh, remember when Vanessa was on Real Politics? Those videos are still there. If you go to Real Politics, RIO Politics, we interviewed her twice, maybe a third time. I know for sure it was twice. And the first time she was ever on with us, she was a candidate. I can't remember for what. And she actually did pretty well. We were kind of impressed. I'll say kind of because I didn't know. Well, we didn't know what was boiling behind the scenes. But she actually did pretty well in the interview. And then there was a disagreement. She called back saying she wanted to come back and correct something. That's a tie, my partner. Not going to say his name because we had a disagreement and he can fuck off, excuse me. But she called back that she wanted to correct something and we let her on. And the two started arguing and I was telling her to hold on, let him talk. And she wouldn't shut up and she would not stop talking for a moment. She just rambled. And I had to pull the plug and I disconnected her. I had to kick her out of the studio. And then from there, that's when I was hated on, and that's okay. I don't care. She's always going to see her things one way. Roy won. Yeah, Roy. Mother effing Martin King. Yeah, that's pretty vulgar. That's vulgar. Showing your taco is vulgar too. Manny showed how class you are by not showing her late. Yeah, I was not going to do that. I'm not even going to share the video. I'm not. I try not to even. Well, there's a photo going around. Somebody snapped, screenshotted it, and they're showing. It's not a huge deal. It was like maybe 2 seconds, a second and a half, but it was still nudity. Which comments? Whoever said Manny takes sides, he does it. Manny speaks out 100% truth. He don't hold back. I try not to. Sometimes I stay quiet when I should say something. Thank you, Lavina. Sometimes I stay quiet when I should say something. And sometimes I think, oh man, if I say this, then they're gonna dipshits are gonna start. But I'm at a point now where I don't care. They can say whatever the hell they want to say. I'm not saying anything bad or nasty or wrong. Especially when she said, I think, yeah, that's the rest of every comedian. See, but the comedians aren't saying it to create a situation or create violence or create the reaction the comedian is getting is different than a reaction that she's trying to get as a politician, as a failed politician, because she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. And she thinks she's helping Roy, and Roy wants no part of it. Hey, Abel, you ready? You ready? Abel, can you hear me? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on an old friend of the program. He's been my co-host a bunch of times before, and he'd come on every so often. Sometimes he would be on for me when they couldn't be here because of work or whatever. But everyone, welcome Abel to the program. What's up?
What's up, fellas? What's up, Manny?
Long time no see on the program. Been a while. Everybody,
long time.
Abel is like my brother. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. Real long time. Holy crap. I know it was last year for sure. So tonight we're just talking about
maybe before October. I haven't been on of last
October last year. Yeah, that's a while.
Yep.
So I don't know if you've been watching any of this tonight. Now you want to get into definitions of what's vulgar, what's profanity. Oh, we got a nasty delay. That's what I'm sensing. We got a nasty delay. Yeah, I want to pop you off for a second. See if you could maybe reset your signal or something. It's a real nasty delay. Let's see. L3 said, we're in a world of social media where people are easily offended, but yet they want to give us updates to the world all day, every day. Some wear wigs, scratch their Weibles. People do weird things. People do weird things. Why they do them? I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to get their own reaction. I must definitely believe that Ophelia had a good chance of winning. Otherwise, she wouldn't be spending so much time and effort trying to bring her down. But then again, none of them have a job, a significant other, or children to take care of. So maybe I'm wrong. But Roy's got a job. He's always on the road. He's a truck driver, if I'm not mistaken. Look at Kevin Hart. Oh, come on, Brownsville corrupt. It's different. You know it's different. You know it's different. Okay, this song is going to put me to sleep. Let me change that. Sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't work for a little while. Yeah, Real Politics. It's a red profile picture. RIO. Not real. Rio. RIO. Politics. There's still some old videos there. That's when I first started. EST is as off the chain as it gets. She's now a self-proclaimed empath and can see into the future. That's funny. That is funny. I was on the show with VT. I think I irritated her when she came back on after the actual interview. I think I remember that. I wonder if that one's on there too. Yeah, I should go find it. Right. Yeah. Section 42.01, disorderly conduct. A person commits an offense if he intentionally or knowingly, 1, uses abusive, indecent, profane, or vulgar language in a public place, and the language by its very utterance tends to incite an immediate breach of the peace. That's what she was doing. That's what he was doing. She was doing. And for the record, it's really difficult to have a fight with Manny. He does. Guilty. Guilty. Always outing me. Guilty, though. Guilty. She's right. She's right. Like her donkey on camera. Oh, do you remember that? It's on one of my shows. It's the thumbnail of the video. It's got what's her name? Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby got back. Oh, you should see that video that she did. That was one of her lives. I don't hate you. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad. There's nothing to hate. Okay, subchapter B, obscenity, section 43.21, definitions. A, in this subchapter, 1, obscene means a material or a performance that A, the average person applying contemporary community standards would find that taken as a whole appeals to the prurient interest in sex. Say that real quick 5 times. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. So people have been saying that. You think she's got like a crush or something? Or jealousy? Because the other day she sounded jealous, remember? She says, I'm jealous. I did. Man, it tells the story of why you and Daddy Real Politics broke up. I could tell that story. So, I used to work for an airline. I was always on the road, all the time. I traveled 3.5 weeks out of per month. And I always did my shows around. We did our shows around my schedule. And my co-host at the time was somebody very abusive, obnoxious. And however, I thought he was a friend, confided some things, off the air and that stuff like that. And one day we were supposed to go on, I think it was like 11 o'clock. Then my schedule changed and I got out early. So I said, I want to start early. And there was some family issue with what time we were going on. And he got very irate at me for changing the time, but going on earlier. That, hey, buddy, you fix that situation, you think?
I hope so.
Oh, man. You still got a nasty delay.
Computer, because I just plugged directly now. So probably my processor, bro. I told you. So I'll work on this.
All right. No, man, I get you. But you're gonna start coming back anyway, even if it's not tonight. But you're gonna start coming back. He's got his little setup, his little studio and stuff, but he's moving right now, so everything's just a little dismantled right now.
Right. So, anyways, cool, man. Hope to be on soon. And again, if you have any ideas what the delay could be, because I'm connected directly to the router now, so it must
Yeah,
be the
that's weird.
computer.
It shouldn't be. Yeah, most likely it is. It's weird. But no worries, man. It's good to see you anyway. And hey, we'll figure that out. And I'd love to have you back all the time whenever you want to come on. You know, you're always here. I'm always here for you.
Oh yeah, bro. Okay, man. Y'all have a good night.
Abel Vela, everyone. Always a good guy, always a gentleman, and the ultimate salesman and motivational speaker he likes to be. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Anyway, okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I would put up with his rudeness, and he would even insult me or treat me, talk down to me, eat live in front of people. And this time, when I changed the time of the program, he just went off on me. This was not on the air. This was on a phone call on my way from work back to the hotel. And you know what? And I had enough of the abuse. This was right before Thanksgiving 2020. And I said, you know what? I said, can I use profane language now? Okay, it's 11:30 now. I said, you know what? Take your fucking show and shove it up your ass. Fuck off. And I hung up. Haven't talked to him since. And I still won't. So, a few days after that, I started my own. I created the name. I created my page, and that's where Manny Behind the Mic started. This was like Thanksgiving 2020, just after. I think it's like the 27th. So, what happened after that for the month of December? He was trying to get me to go offline. He was trying to take my show down. He started I don't know what's the proper word for it. Not just harassing, but all kind of. One, he created a bunch of lies about me. He started talking about me every night. Every night, he and his new co-host would not let up. And of course, to get in the crowd worked into it. He went after me every night, telling all kind of stuff. And then things that I confided with him in private, he started telling that to everybody. And things that, and you know, there's certain things that guys talk about. I don't know about you ladies. There's certain things that guys talk about that, you know what? Yeah, you don't repeat that stuff. This is just me and you because nobody's here. But he came out and spilled the beans on everything. He was on a mission to make me quit. And I don't forgive him. I'm not going to forget that. You know, I've said this before, that if I see him on the street, you know, I will bitch slap him with the back of my hand. And I don't care if I go to jail. You know, I've had people offer to bail me out if I ever do that. And I know inciting violence or threatening violence is not the thing to do. But I think that's something that I just leave it at that. But to this day, I won't mention his name. He talks to my little friend, Mr. Castro. He's on the show all the time over there. And that little piece of shit, I'll never utter his name again. Want nothing to do with him. He's not a friend. He's not good people. I helped him with so much stuff. So many people helped him. He was a supposed germaphobe. He didn't want to pump his own gasoline. So I would get up. He'd call me at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, can you help me pump gas in the car? And I'd go out at 11 o'clock at night, go and pump his gas in his car because He's things are dirty, and he's like kind of, And did I bash him about all that stuff ever? Nope. But you know what? It is what it is. You live and you learn. And for all those people and all the things that they said about me for the entire month of December, and for some reason they decided to stop for the new year. And anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I'm still here. He's been on and off. His page became available. I turned it over to people that he started to partner with. Ultimately, he had a disagreement with them. They had a fight, and they took his page from him. And that's why he had to create his own new page now. And because I didn't want it was a good Nate. It was a good program. It was a great program. It had the potential to be something big and popular. But he's just too much a piece of shit. A lot of people don't like him. Politically or personally, a lot of people don't like him. So, the way I see it, good riddance. Got him out of my system. History. Yeah, he was trying to get me to quit. He was trying to get me to hang it up and quit and stay offline. They all were. And people that watched at the time joined in. And just, I remember I had an awful time. I would struggle with it for the whole month. And I just went on doing my thing, pretending I didn't hear it, pretending it didn't bother me. But I won't lie, it was bothering me. It was bothering me. It was festering inside. And, all I kept thinking to myself was, what the fuck did I ever do to you? All I did was help you, you piece of shit. Whenever he would hand you money, he would have to put a tissue around it and then give you the money with the tissue. And to this day, I don't know if that was bullshit or what. Was I an idiot because I was helping him pump gas? Maybe. Maybe I was. Maybe. So yeah, and that did get worked up, and even now I got a little worked up about it. But you know what? And I've had my successes up and down with the show, and it's not always perfect. But the way I see it, I'm still here, and he's not. And yeah, I don't ever want to ever. Anyway, so that's what happened with that. You can probably watch some of those real politics programs, and you might even catch some of that the way he was with me. I mean, I like to be on time. If we had a show at 10:30, I would go on at 10:30. He would be late because he was taking a shower or fixing his hair or something. So I'd turn on at 10:30, talk to the crowd, and he would come online and get mad at me. Why'd you go on? Why'd you go on? Because we were late. I want to be on time. Well, I wasn't ready. Well, I don't care. We tell 10:30. People are waiting at 10:30. And he would get on my case for that. Once he gave me the silent treatment for like a half an hour or whatever. I can't remember what happened. But I ended up talking for the most part by myself, and he just sat there. Fucking asshole. And I felt like I think what people refer to as the battered woman syndrome. I just took the abuse. I just kept coming back, and he kept getting me with, "Oh, it's just for the show. It's just for the show. Don't worry about it." So for a while, I did. Yeah, it's just for the show. It brings views or whatever. But then it just kept on. That's why the last time I talked to him, I was done. He's not a good person. Abel V. Yeah, we'll figure out what the issue is, Abel. Definitely won't need you to come back. He's a good guy. Yeah, I'm no fan of either, both guys. But if Ophelia can do that, can BT go back and press charges for similar harassment in the past? Like I said, not a fan of either, just an observation before the hag puts me in a pickle jar again. I think you are in a pickle jar, aren't you? Got some truly ungrateful people in this world. Yeah. Money in a tissue. But did I make fun of him for that? No. If I did, it's only because he would bring it up, during a discussion live, and then I would talk about it. Right, Liz? Yeah, I would try to. And the thing is, if I couldn't do it, like I was out of town traveling, I scrambled to find someone else, and some other lady said, "Yeah, I'll help. I'll go out." It was 10:30 at night, and she went out of her house to go help the fucking dude. Does he remember or caring about it? No. I have pumped your gas, baby, and I, he's just a weird complex. Did he ever apologize or ever want to apologize? Somebody asked me one time. Like, no, he's not. He's got the Napoleon complex. He's not a short, tiny guy, but he's scrawny. Is he well versed politically? Yeah, I would say yes. I'm not going to lie about that. I've always said that. But his fucking attitude messes it up for him. Yeah, right. But I'm the jerk, right? Yeah. Okay. Hey Beth. Yeah, I was just telling the story of real politics and how that all ended up. If you pumped his gas, can you repair my engine? If I knew how, man. If I knew how. I love how VT violates the jalapeno popper. Oh, the food porn. I mean, you have to update. I got to update that thumbnail of that video when Bam was doing the food porn session on Vanessa. Oh, one of the funniest things you've seen. Or when she was eating her chili cheeseburger. Oh, Bam was off the hook with all that stuff. Like, what are the 62? Yeah, people still don't like him. People still don't like him. People still don't like him. Thanks, Oscar. Yes. Let's see, where am I here? La Viejita Ghetto put me in the pickle jar. I did the same with an Elmo and filled out. That's nasty, bro. He says he has MS. So, does he get a pass for being an asshole? No. No. Would he ever use his MS to say, "Oh, that's why I was like that"? Maybe. He's never said anything to me. He's never talked to me ever since then, and mostly because I don't want to talk to him. Yeah. It's not worth the sweat off my, you know what? Oh no, I don't want that one. Manny behind him, like you saw him, so I just popped on. Read your getting stuff. Every once in a while, I gotta. Somebody asked me about it. Yeah, I don't mind talking about it. Oh, it would piss me off. We had a lot of great. We had some great programs. We went 4 hours, 5 hours sometimes. I'd get off at work at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I'd have to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we'd finish online at like 4:30 in the morning. But it was such a great program. And then he would want to delete it all. We deleted so many great programs. I didn't like that part so much. I kind of understood part of it when I think he used the analogy that it's like when you go to a concert, you know how you're not supposed to record it because it's against the law, right? You're not supposed to record it. So if you went to the concert, you saw it, you experienced it, and you leave, and it's just a memory. And that's how he wanted it to be like. So we would finish a great program, or it might have been something where he insulted certain people, and those he would want off, take them off the air real quick, and we deleted everything. His name rhymes with entiendes. Whose name? When are you gonna do a movie? What do you mean do a movie? Bam is asleep. I called him early. Yeah, kind of early, like at 8 o'clock, 8:30, to let him know. But he must have been he's out for the count. Oh, like show an actual movie? If I can show something that I'm not going to get copyright hit with. See, friend, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. I hear you, Manny. The good people get tired of helping the ungrateful. It's a process I'm still learning because I have a good heart. You do you and continue being above that. Thank you. I appreciate that. When you're getting your pink Cadillac, man. Oh, I'm working on a little something. Hopefully in the next day or two, I'll show you guys that I'm working. Pink. Yeah. I definitely remember those 4 to 5 hour shows. Those were some of the great ones. Absolutely not. It might be because he hates his life and needs to try to bring you down. He's got issues. He's a definite homophobe. That's for sure. I don't agree with. Oops. Even Mike, I like you to be on politics, even though I'm a raging liberal. Sorry to hear that. But you're okay. I'm not going to block you. You already know this. I accept all views and all political sides. I don't care what you are. I'm not going to block you or whatever. Bam, I call you names and stuff, but I try not to do that. It is good adult banter, right? ZZ Top. I remember when women were always flirting with you. Oh my God. That was one of the things. Okay. So there was a lot of that. There was a lot of sex appeal when I first started. The thing with the voice and all that. And the show was popular. And he would come out and he would tell people that I was his eye candy and the voice and all that, my voice. And I would lie to him between shows or before the program or when we talked on an off day. I would say, yeah, so-and-so sent me a message. Oh, she said she wants to do this and she wants to do that. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, I used to do this or that. And she sent me a picture of this. He's like, really? And I used to tell him that stuff. Oh my God, he ate it up. So what did he do? On that month that he was hating on me, he was being an asshole. He told everybody that I was sleeping with all the viewers and flirting with all the viewers. And I was flirting online. Live? You want to call it live flirting? Fine. Call it whatever you want. But that I was trying to engage with every female on the program. He put that out there. That's what he did. Hey, Shannon, how you doing? Man, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? He has a great draft personality. I find him very annoying. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Digital Dimwit, I get the exclusivity of a one-time show, but deleting videos hurts in the long run. I would say announce a show that will be deleted after to entice people to go see it. I get that. I think there's, nowadays, if you want to monetize on YouTube and earn some kind of an income, YouTube requires so many hours of viewing that you got to have. So it doesn't help your cause if you're trying to monetize for you to take videos off. So that page, Real Politics, YouTube. I think there was a YouTube. I think there is. It's on Facebook for sure. I don't remember if they took down the YouTube page or not. It's a red profile picture with a big letter R That's what I remember from it. And you'll say real politics. Review a movie. Last time you did a movie, Michael. Oh yeah, yeah. I do. I do have to do that. I'm very. I have a soft place in my heart for movies from the '80s, some '90s. But maybe I'll pick something that's something. I try to pick something good, not something obvious. Like Godfather or Goodfellas or Jaws. I don't know. I try to pick something a little more obscure that wasn't as popular. Yeah, yeah. Oh, digital, don't be a tease. Oh, I know. I saw a little microaggression when that album came on your show last time. Yeah, I know he's on there a lot. He's on with Mr. Castro all the time, and whatever. I don't care, and that's fine. That's why I won't go on there too much. That show has changed too. His show has changed a lot as well. Not what it used to be. He seemed a bit upset, like he was jealous. Yeah, probably. A movie that came across my desk a little while ago was somebody asked me, "Hey, what movie was this clip from?" And she put it on. It was The Warriors, early '80s. If you haven't seen The Warriors, that would be considered a cult classic. Ah, The Exorcist, great movie. Have you seen the this new thing called what's it called? The Pope's Exorcist or something like that? The one with Russell Crowe? Yeah, The Pope's Exorcist. Man, that was actually pretty good. I need to watch it again. When you watch a movie and you think it's good and it feels good and it felt good watching it, then you have to go back and watch it again because you always miss some stuff. The original Exorcist with what's her name, Linda Blair, was really good. Yeah, you were surprised I knew that movie. Yeah, Gung Ho. That's got to be my favorite movie. Maya Macabre, The Warriors, right? That's a good one. That's a good one. There's a lot of young faces you'll see there who are now famous actors. You should watch that movie just to see if you can recognize all the young, very young actors. That was the '70s Exorcist. Correct. The original Exorcist with Linda Blair. I remember Saturday Night Live did a spoof on that. It was pretty good. Richard Pryor was one of the priests. Funny. Funny, funny. Dressed up as one of the Furies one time. That's cool. Oops, have you ever watched Raising Arizona? Yeah, that's a good one. Raising Arizona is good. The Evil Dead, the original one, that's a good one. Requiem for a Dream. Man, have I ever seen that one? Well, I'll look it up. Okay, I see it there. Have I seen that? Pretty sure I did. And I want to see Bo is Afraid of Joaquin Phoenix. I don't even know what that is. I do want to see another Joaquin Phoenix film. I think he's a great friggin' actor. I think he was good in Joker. Great film. Great film. American Graffiti. Oh man, it's a classic. I'm not a fan of Grease. I'm not a fan of musicals. I got a thing in my heart for West Side Story, but that's about it. Just West Side Story. As far as musicals. Yes, RP inside the red circle on Facebook. Correct, Little Debbie's boyfriend. Correct. I remember when one of your friends passed away and he didn't care. Oh man. So I had I don't know if he was a co-host, but he was definitely a. He was like a co-host. His name was Josh, and I was in Victoria, Texas. As it turns out, as it turns out, this was around the same time of when Vanessa claims that she was, well, when she was took her beating. And one time she tried to implicate me as one of the people there giving her the beating or being a part of it. So I was in Victoria, Texas, and then at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, I got the phone call, and it was from Josh's wife. She's crying hysterically. What's going on? I said, Josh passed away. And I remember just trying to be strong for her on the phone, and we hung up, and I just broke down. And then this was after Real Politics and I have already separated, right? And that later that morning, I did a show. I did an Osmo show, and I did my own program first, and I just lost it on the air. That show's still on my page. I was sobbing. I was crying. I was sad for my friend Josh. And then I went on Ed Osmo's show to tell him what happened, and I broke down again. And I think I would get like this 2 years later. So this former partner of mine found out, and his reaction was like, good, he deserves it. And he didn't care one bit. He didn't care. And even though Josh was somebody who helped us out on the program, and whenever one of us couldn't be on, he would come in. He would sacrifice what he was doing to come and help us on the program. And this guy was abusive to him too, once online, live. And Josh lost it and said, you know what, after you, and he left. And this guy, the partner at the time, didn't know how to turn on the show or turn off the show. He didn't do any of it because he was not technically, skilled or whatever. And Josh left him. And I'm over here servicing an aircraft. I was working, and I'm getting these calls. Hey, Josh, they had a fight, and Josh left. The show was still on. Nobody's there, so I called Josh and I begged him, please go back and just turn the show off. Take it offline. And I remember him saying, I'm only doing it because of you. I hate the other MFer, but I'll do it to help you. And Josh went back and he disconnected the program. And I'll never forget how this guy made Josh feel. And that bothered me for a long time. And the fact that he didn't care that Josh passed was... So that's why when I say I would do something in public like that, I would. Because he deserves it. And Josh, man, I hope you're resting in peace up there. Josh was a good guy. Whew. Anyway, didn't expect that. Sorry, guys. Some good movies are good, but you don't want to. Oops. Yeah, there was another movie called, and I know there's an adult film with a similar name, but I think it was a scary movie called Beyond the Door. That movie scared the crap out of me. And I don't want to get into movie night because I'll be on here all freaking night talking about movies. I know digital mean digital did everything. Man, you get to start on movies and music, and what the, it'll never end. There was Ordinary People. Yep, I saw it. Ordinary People was good. Highway Confessions of a Trick Baby. What? I never heard of that before. Little Debbie's Boyfriend. Confessions of a Trick Baby? Trick a Baby? What is that? Man Called Otto's coming to Netflix. I'll see when it's real. I saw it. I saw it at the theater. Great movie. And there's a movie. Actually, that's a remake of a movie. You guys aware of this? The original movie is called A Man Called Ove. OVE. A Man Called Ove. Or Ove. OVE. If you can find it, watch it. I'm looking for it. I started looking for it, then I forgot about it. But I hear that film is very good too. Catch the replay, Lavina. It's too much for me to go back and too much for me to go back. Yes, Josh. Rest in peace, please. Cohen and Tate, '89 movie. You don't mean Little Man Tate, do you? Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, The Lost Boys, La Bamba. Oh, man, so many great films. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know, man. I'm not ashamed. I've done it before. I'll cry in front of people. I don't care. Robin, you could have picked another name. What's up with Little Debbie's boyfriend? What's up with that? Hard losing friends. I know. It is hard. Especially when he was a good guy and this dude treated him like shit. But you know what? Karma has a way of getting you back, right? Willy Wonka still okay. Debian, it was a couple days ago on HBO. It was good. Yeah, it was a sad day. Thank you, Lola. Blumhouse did a sequel to The Exorcist from the '70s coming out this year. I'm a sucker for what Blumhouse has been doing for her. Is that the Exorcist remake I keep hearing about? It does that when someone has no compassion when someone passes, especially when they continue to attack that person after their death. Yeah, he did. You know, Josh had a disability, and so that's why I was always grateful when I reached out for help, and he would actually come out and help. And he would try, and he'd be out with his wife Isabel, and he would, I don't know what he would do, but he's like, I used to tease him about it. He's like, oh, I don't know, I got to go talk to Isabel. I'll call you back. I'm like, oh boy, he's got to talk to you. Like, oh man. And he always tried, and he always came through. And I was always super grateful for him. Somewhere. Josh. Flowers in the Attic is good. I know, right? Let's do that. Maybe this weekend. Figure it out. What's your schedule? Let me know. And it'll just be movies, show business, whatever. That's what it's going to be. I know some people are not a fan of all the talk, or they get bored if it goes on too long. But if you're a hardcore entertainment buff, or movies, music, anything Hollywood like that, I know some of you won't be tuning in. Yeah, okay. Somebody already told me I'll be busy that day. That's cool. I know it's not for everybody, but it's a lot of fun to talk about things and remember scenes of a movie or whatever. Oh, Cohen and Tate. Okay. No, I haven't heard of that. I don't remember that. It was Flowers in the Attic. That was I have to look that up again. I may be confusing it with another movie. Was that with Lily Sobieski or Sobieski? Was she in that movie? I saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space a long time ago. Yes, I did. Guilty, guilty. I did. We're showing our age with that one. I'm sure. Yeah. Uh, Here's a movie y'all probably haven't seen. It's a cult music movie classic like Rocky Horror and Orange, Clockwork Orange. It's called Tommy, with lots of A-list musicians like Elton John, Tina Turner, Pete Townsend. I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it. Stop! Don't talk about you passing. Nobody talk about them passing. I've seen Attack of the Killer Donuts. Shannon, I had a science teacher that reminded me of a killer clown from outer space. There was a movie that got me. There was a movie called Attack of the Mushroom People. And ever since then, I don't think I had tried a mushroom at that point. I was a little kid. But ever since then, not eating mushrooms. I tried one as a courtesy to someone recently, but I'll never eat a mushroom. And I think in the back of my mind, something having to do with that movie, kid scared me to death. Yes, Attack of the Mushroom People. Pop culture is good. It's fun. That was a VC Andrews book series made into a movie. Hey, Julie. Thank you for that purchase. Thank you so much. Boy, sure could play good pinball. Oh my God, pinball. Bonnie Lewis and read the book. All right, I'm gonna start to wrap it up here. Magic mushrooms are bad news. I think all mushrooms are bad news. You eating mushrooms without even knowing it? No, I won't. And if I get served something that I didn't know had mushrooms and it's got mushrooms, like a sandwich, for example, like maybe a Philly steak or something or a pizza, I will take off every single piece of mushroom. And if it's too much, I'll send it back and I'll say, please, no mushrooms. I'm not going to eat this. And no, I won't. I think mushrooms are gross. Much appreciated, Julie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Whatever happened to Raymond and I don't know. Sharky has got a crap ton of stuff. She works on a lot of stuff. She's got the Harlingen Expo something. She's got one of them pages. And yeah, they had a show for a while. They had interviews and stuff. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they split up or what happened. I'm not sure. Stars in the Attic, Petals in the Wind, if there be thorns, and Seeds of Yesterday. B.C. Andrews is one of my favorite authors. I took shrooms when I was 10 with my cousins in Jalisco. Oh my goodness. We tripped. Love those D-list horror movies. I saw a movie about an RC drone that was possessed by an obsessive guy. The movie was just a drone stalking a girl and even killing her to get to her. Killing people to get to her. Sounds like Christine. Remember Christine? The car that was possessed. Great movie. In fact, people don't know that there's a part of Christine that they use in the movie Jaws, the original Jaws movie. Anybody know what that is? If you know, you get a gold star. No thanks, PC. Oh, what is this? I love all of the Doppelganger series. Y'all know what a doppelganger is, right? Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you. You turn on the PS5. Oh, Nadia, you know? Really? Do you know? Yeah, you're a nice guy saying you hugs a lot, even though you didn't answer my question. Which question? Sometimes I skip because I get so far behind it that I'll just skip. It's nothing personal. Which is your comment? Which comment? Tell me. Oh, let me skip that to the next song. More music here too. This is the instrumental version. Okay. Hey, Tammy. Okay, Lavina, you gotta tell me what it is. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit, but I'm trying to go to bed. I read. Was it this one? I read that. Is there another one? I'm pretty sure I responded to it. If it's the one about you passing away, which you're not going to do, so don't do that. Spooky no go movies. I like it having in real life. Manny, us, the Christine scene where the car radio plays. You keep not. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Victor, you still there? Digital Dimwit? Do you know what I'm talking about? Weather is coming. I know it's supposed to start raining pretty soon over here. We were getting a little itty bitty cold front. People are panicking over it. Julie, thank you so much for stopping by. Glad you're here. See you next time. Probably tomorrow. My first three horror movies I saw as a kid were Christine, Cujo, and the Creep Show. Cujo was good. Cujo was good. That dog. 80s movies are great. Beyond the Door and Burnt Offering. Right, Deb? You saw Beyond the Door. Man, that movie scared the crap out. I was a little kid watching it. It scared the crap out of me. I like the fresh air from the rain, cold, cool weather. Okay, Paige, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. See if you got it right. You heading to McAllen now? My parents let me watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was 3. Oh, they let me. Well, they didn't let me watch, but I saw. I Spit on Your Grave. That was. I think I Spit on Your Grave. That's the one where. Yeah, I remember that. That traumatized me. Oh, Comic Con. That's right. Friday Night was good. Friday Night was a fun movie. Reminds me. Friday Night always reminds me, even though they're not related. Friday Night reminds me of Silver Bullet. You remember that? Anybody remember Silver Bullet? Oh, Serpent and the Rainbow was good. What about Jacob's Ladder? That's another one. Who knows Jacob's Ladder? Stephen King was in each movie. Okay, but do you know what part I'm referring to? The Reanimator, the original, that was a cool movie at the time. You remember Silver Bullet? Who was it that? Who was the old guy that was in that movie? One of the Corey brothers was in it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Good one, Julio Reyes. When I was a kid, I saw that. Honestly, I know I saw it, but I just don't remember any of it. I remember Vincent Price. I like Stephen King movies, but I hate the books. He takes too long to get to the point. If I don't like the first chapter, I won't continue reading. Maximum Overdrive. I'm telling you, you're gonna be here all freaking night. Corey Haim. Yes, that's right. I knew it. Stir of Echoes. Oh, that was good. Stir of Echoes. If you haven't seen that with Kevin Bacon, that's good. He didn't make a lot of movies like that. Good movie. The Omens. Creepy in itself. Good movie. Was River in it as well? I know River was in The Outsiders, right? Oh, Goonies, great movie. Okay, so the part in Jaws, maybe I shouldn't tell you. Maybe you guys should look it up. See if anybody gets the answer right tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to say what it is, but there's something from Christine that they used in Jaws, and only some people will get it. Only some people understand. So, all right. Okay, I gotta go. I'm a little bit over. Over. Yes, Christine and Jaws. And might you get it if you watch Christine and then if you watch Jaws? I think it's possible. Yeah, the original Jaws with Rob Scheider and what's the other guy? The little guy, Richard Dreyfuss, right? Yeah, Brian Bloom. Let's see, the first Jaws. Yes, the original Jaws. Good night, Beth. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Good night, good night, good night. I've been listening for hours. I've been quiet. No, that's cool, Paige. Thank you. Appreciate you. Jaws. I was 8 in the theater, scared to cry. I know, me too. I begged my mom because I love sharks. I thought I did. I begged my mom, take me to see the movie. Take me to see the movie. I want to see Jaws. So one day, she takes me to downtown, the Chicago Theater on State Street. That's how long ago, right? Whenever that movie came out, that's when it was. She took me to see Jaws. In that opening scene, I was already crying that I wanted her to go home. And she said, nope, I paid $6 and you're going to sit here and watch the movie and we're going to watch the movie. And of course, I fell in love with the movie, the rest of it. But I never wanted to be in the water after. Yeah, I always love to tell that story, my mom. That's funny. A Halloween and Christine connection? Nadia, it's not Christine the car. It's just called Christine. Christine. Oh yeah, Back to the Future. I was like, we're gonna watch. I paid money. Damn it. Yeah, that's how it was. We came all the way downtown. So, all right, everyone, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This Friday night. Probably be back tomorrow. We'll see what other antics come up with what's in the water. And is there early voting tomorrow as well? I think there is. Pretty sure there is. So we'll see what's going on with that. Everyone have a great night. Have a good Saturday. If you got to work, sorry about that, but enjoy your day nonetheless. To everyone who tuned in, thank you so much, Shannon. It was nice seeing you. It's been a long time. Shark. I don't like the Sharknado. I'm not a fan of those. And I like sharks, but there's nothing. What was that other movie with Samuel Jackson. He was in a shark movie. I think it was Samuel Jackson. Remember? Yeah, that lady, man. What's her name? Oh, I can't think of it. Yeah, watch Christine and then watch Jaws. See if you can figure it out. Yeah, Deep Blue Sea. Thank you so much, love. Deep Blue Sea. That was cool. I enjoy that one. Wasn't LL Cool J in that movie? Deep Blue Sea, right? DC is the place to be during Shark Week. Really? Thanks, Bonnie. The Meg? I haven't, because it doesn't ring a bell. I mean, it rings a bell, but I definitely can't say I've seen it. Oh, Cool J. Was Samuel Jackson in that too? The chef, I remember it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that lady's name, that actress, Saffron Burrows. I had to think for her back then. See, he was in it. Samuel Jackson, Thomas Jane, Saffron Burrows, L. Cool J, Stellan Skarsgård, Michael Rappaport was in it too. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Jacqueline McKenzie. Crystal was Ida Turturro was in that. You know, John Turturro's sister, Janice from Sopranos. That's her. She was in that too. I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's almost like an all-star cast. A lot of people, different levels of fame. Interesting. All right, everyone, have a great night. Thanks for being here. We'll see you again probably tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.